almost there, boys.
Pretty close, 45 minutes to go.
Yeah, a little bit less than an hour to go. And we actually made pretty dang good time. We almost died twice.
Yeah, y'all won.
Look at those puppies, huh?
Jacket.
Those are big ass back straps.
It feels like you're
The coin's got to flip for the final team, doesn't
That's why I picked that far side.
Is there a 7 and an 8 or?
Earlier,
No, there's 2 6s.
felt just right, but it was
Next.
short every time.
It'd be Isaac.
All right, guys. It's Sunday afternoon, and I just got my stand set up and my trail camera, which I got on this run here. I'm overlooking this huge bowl, as you can see, and there's a shelf that goes all the way around, starting right here. The trail camera's on this trail, which then goes down over the edge, and then the cabin's down that way. But this edge, this shelf, goes all the way around, about halfway up this hill in this bowl, and then there's some trails coming down up there, some trails coming down up there. And there's a good ridge to hunt behind me over here that I can see from the stand. You can see it coming down right here. But we're not too far in, probably 300-400 yards, if that. But this is a spot that we've always had good action in, and Chris's cousin Derek actually usually hunts up here, but he's not here this week. So I put my mobile setup up, and hopefully tomorrow morning it brings us some good luck. Isaac's hanging his setup now. Matt and Chris are going to get beer, and me and Isaac are grabbing some trail cameras that are already out. We're going to go back and check them. Hopefully there's something promising on these cams. They've been up since turkey season, so we're excited. Also, real quick, my stand is about 35 yards in that direction on the ridge, and we have some super fresh sign right here. Nice little scrape action. So it's going to get a dose of meepee, and hopefully when I come back in the morning there's some tracks in it. We've been hunting scrapes all year. This is the 3rd state we've been hunting scrapes in, and hasn't let us down yet, so we're excited. All right, I'm walking the point out back towards the cabin, which would be to my south where I hung my stand. And just like in all the other states we've been hunting this year, we got some more signs. So this is our 3rd state that we've hunted in for deer, and everywhere we've gone, Ohio, Indiana, just loaded with sign compared to what I would say a normal year is. I mean, we find sign every year, but this year has just been extra heavy with the sign, and so far West Virginia is not disappointing.
Darren,
Turkey's done.
you're with Kevin. You have a 3.
Yeah, it fucking popped already.
That's me and Kevin again?
Yeah, don't you have a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Kevin.
The fuck it did.
Me and Matthew.
They're like an old married couple.
He's just staring into the camera. He's like staring into it.
Mesmerized by it.
Grandpa?
We're at deer camp, Chris.
We are at deer camp.
We're at deer camp.
Deer camp 2019.
Playing cornhole,
Playing cornhole.
cooking hams.
Kicking some hams. We checked the cameras.
Yeah, we got a bear. We got what we wanted.
We do. We have a bear.
We wanted a bear. We got him 3 times.
I got a spike. Yeah, we got. We do have a spike that everybody's after.
There's actually a good spike and a little. There's a spike that's got like 2-inch spikers. My battery's almost dead.
Are we up yet?
No, we're good. But there's a decent like 7, 8 point. Like not, I wouldn't say decent. It's smaller than the buck Matt shot
A little
last
outside
year,
the ears.
But it's I mean there's deer and there's a bear. That's all that matters.
Yes.
There's a bear.
And I told Caleb not to buy a bear tag.
Yeah, and I did not buy
Don't
a
waste
bear
your
tag.
money, and then there's a bear.
Well, we'll
We
see.
haven't seen a bear in how many years? When's the last time you saw a bear? A couple
3
years
years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, me and Derek had a bear run right by us.
Yep. Did he die?
Run to the top of the mountain and get it right now.
No, it's the screen shuts off after a minute. But the battery is almost smoked. I mean smoked. But I
So
got a whole bunch of
about 3
batteries.
years we have not seen a bear, and now we have him running through our property. It's exciting.
Good stuff.
We stood there and talked for hours.
Honestly, I can't imagine my like a bar even went down on that thing.
It might have.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I doubt it. It's early.
It's
Pretty early. It's like a baby.
what we got 5:10 on the old
I can't believe that clock.
the old clock.
All right, guys. Opening day, West Virginia rifle season, and we're down here at the Gore camp. I'm hunting the north side on this ridge, way up on a mountain that we call the gas line, because there's a gas line that runs right here behind me on this ridge, and I can see this bowl in front of me, and I got a nice thicket to my north. Helped Grandpa get to his stand this morning, or his spot, so I got in a little bit late and moved once, actually twice, moved twice. Wasn't satisfied with my spots. I didn't end up going to my stand. We put Grandpa there where my stand's at, so that's a good spot for him. I've already seen 2 deer. One real early, one about 30 minutes ago skirting the rim. Couldn't tell what it was. I'm not in gun hunting mode yet. He was good 200 yards away. That shot sounded like Chris actually, right there. They're on the other side of this holler, so there's been a lot of shooting. I've heard 3 shots close. Probably the neighbors on the other side. They hunt right up against the property line. I heard 3 shots. The one deer I heard a shot towards the way it went. That shot was definitely one of our guys, so that's good. So I look up and I see some orange, and I see Christoph dragging a buck, so I'm gonna go help him out.
Got me a little West Virginia 8.
I was doing my interview and I heard you shoot. I was like, oh, that was one of our guys.
7:30 this morning, man.
Do you hear all the other shots?
Oh, yeah.
They're all up in here. I saw 2.
Sounded like a close one over there. Matt, maybe.
I didn't hear that one. I heard one here and I heard one there. I saw a deer bump up early, go that way. Couldn't tell what it was. My scope was fogged up, so I was like, whatever.
I didn't even get to my spot till 7.
Yeah, I got to mine about 7. I was helping Grandpa.
6:45. 4 busted me up top. Ran the ridge, 4 does. And then I found this tree.
I don't know. I had a deer run across this way, and I couldn't tell what it was in the scope because it's about 200 yards. But then I heard a shot though before yours. I saw one run this way, then there was a shot. So I sat down, got ready, and like 10 minutes later, I heard you shoot. I'm like, it was either Chris or Chris.
Yeah.
Then my interview, I'm like, it had to be Chris or Chris.
I wasn't sitting more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've
been seeing a lot of deer. I've already seen, like I said, seen 2 deer go through.
I put my seat down. I sat down. I went to grab my face mask. Here he comes around the corner, 50 yards.
Kabam!
Shot him right through the neck, man.
I should have gave you a camera.
Just exploded his freaking heart, everything. He went down right.
That's a nice 8-point for up here.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't as big as Matt's, but
no,
he's not too heavy for you.
I wasn't gonna let him go by though.
He's down. I can see him up there. He moved through so fast. Started walking, but I couldn't get a shot on him with the camera facing him, but I think I might have caught him creeping through. I know the GoPro got it. Dang, he looks good from here. Especially for West Virginia. This has been one crazy morning. This has been a crazy deer season. That's a really good buck. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. That deer in Indiana that got away, that I couldn't get a shot on, that 9-point, that's gonna haunt me now forever, because this has been a season. Just look at that thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Alright, so it's our first morning here in West Virginia, and I went up the hill with Grandpa right behind the cabin, helped him get set up. He ended up going to where I hung my stand, which is a good spot for him. And then I went up to another ridge, and Chris went way around the backside, and Chris was the first to shoot. I mean early. What time was it?
7:28.
Yeah, like early. And his buck just came running down this run. I mean, he put a perfect neck shot on it, and he waited a while just to be courteous to the other hunters and gutted him out, drug him through. It came through across where I was, so I went and talked to them. You guys saw that video where I interviewed with Chris real quick. Yep. And he's begging me to go to his spot.
Told him.
He's like, go to my spot, go to my spot. So I walked over there and I just followed his blood trail, or his drag trail, all the way to the tree where he shot his, and I saw where he was sitting, so I sat down. I got my camera stuff all set up, did a little social media stuff, and I looked up, and this guy was just coming through from west to east, quick. He was moving fast. I tried getting the video camera on him. I haven't watched the video on the video camera yet, so I don't know if I got a glimpse of him running through the trees, but he was already past me. I know I got the GoPro on, and he stuck his head out from behind a tree. He was walking at a gingerly pace, so I tapped the shot off, and he disappeared. So I ran up there, as you guys saw on the GoPro, and my entrance hole was in one ear and out the other, and I chipped some of his antler off here, which wasn't really where I was shooting. I was trying to aim the base of the neck, but sometimes that happens. Good thing I have a good taxidermist who can fix that up. But same tree, opening morning, 2 deer, and I mean, we got the buck pull started, and it's going to be a good week, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real good week.
Hopefully the rest of the guys are out there.
Yeah.
They'll get some bucks too. So
Grandpa and Big Chris are still out there, and Isaac and Matt are about to go out again here in a little bit. So just like last year, opening day, 2 bucks down. All right, guys, it's about probably 3 o'clock. I'm back out. I had to go get my stuff. I left my gun and all my coats and bags and stuff in the woods. But way down over the hill, where you guys can't see right now, is Chris and Matt. And Chris told me he had a faster way to get up top here. So he went his way when I went the way I wanted to go to get my stuff. And as I've been sitting up here, I've seen 3 deer that they have busted out of this bottom and ran past me. So I might tell them about it. I might not. They might have to watch this video to see it, but I don't think that that path is faster than the one I took. And it definitely pushes more deer, but that's okay. We're hunting with Matt. Me and Chris are obviously tagged out. We're going back to Chris's tree that he's very excited about, where we killed both those bucks. Trying to get Matt an evening buck, and then I'm sure Matt will be back here in the morning hunting the same tree. Conditions right now are drastically different than they were this morning. This morning when we left the cabin, it was in the 20s. I mean, it was cold. Everything was frosted over. When we were hunting, it was in the 30s, but right now it's probably pushing 60 degrees. It really warmed up this afternoon, and the low tonight's only supposed to be a little bit below 40, and then in the 60s again tomorrow, possibly. So it's going to be a little bit warmer than we planned on, but that's okay because we've been seeing deer everywhere. There's literally deer everywhere this year. I've seen almost 10 today alone between this morning and this evening. When we went to retrieve my deer, there was another buck up on the hill on the opposite side of the road, going up over the edge. And then while we were hanging mine and Chris's deer, there's a doe that ran through camp. And then Matt went to the outhouse with his rifle, and there was another doe that ran through camp. So there's just deer running everywhere. So it's a great year. We get about 2.5 hours till it gets dark. They are way down there. You might be able to see them, but they're making their way up here, and then we're gonna go sit at that tree, and we'll have a spotter and a cameraman and a shooter for tonight. Deer camp, nothing like it. All right, guys, an hour later, we're set up. Probably got about 2 hours left of daylight, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, wake me up when you shoot a buck.
Yeah, we're back to the same tree me and Chris both killed our deer from, so. We have turkeys coming up on the face over here, and already all those deer that I told you about in the other interview, so. It's killing season, and it feels good.
Really? I'm forgetting.
You loaded? Caleb, you loaded?
He's done.
Yep.
I can't hear a thing, dude. I can't hear. I'm deaf. Dang it, I can't hear a thing.
I thought he just hit his fucking elbow off.
I can't hear a thing right now, dude. I can't, dude.
He was resting it on my elbow. I just saw black.
I can't hear.
And my shit went down.
Oh, my ears are ringing so hard. I got him. I got your shot, and I got him falling down there too.
Oh my god, dude.
What a trip, boys!
I don't know what you just said.
He's still moving, he's still moving.
Well, I just happened to grab my binos and look over that way, and I'm like,
Isaac's gonna look over. He's over in his tree stand right now, just flicking us off.
Dude,
Yeah,
the kill tree.
this is
kill
this
tree.
isn't exactly a little tree.
The freaking kill red oak.
There she is.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That's awesome. $3.
One day,
same tree.
Same tree.
Holy cow, I'm shaking.
Woo!
Dang.
Alright guys, we're back out here for the afternoon hunt. As you can probably tell, it's warmed up quite a bit. It's about 55 degrees. couldn't do it. He's too pitiful. It's about a 4-inch spike. I just couldn't bring myself to shoot him. Well, guys, it's West Virginia rifle season, day 2. Been set up in the same spot as yesterday in this stand. Kind of on this knoll between a bunch of bulls. We've already had a bunch of turkeys move through, no deer yet. Back in camp, they had a heck of a day yesterday. There's 3 bucks hanging from the buck pole already. Caleb shot a heck of a 10-pointer for down here. One of the biggest bucks they've seen in a while. Still pretty confident about this morning. Stay tuned. Well, here he is, real West Virginia monster. It's not real big, just a spike, but all about making memories here in West Virginia deer camp. He's got about 4 inches on one, 5 inches on the other. Got it all on video, and it was a pretty cool hunt. Saw about 6 deer. We're going home tomorrow. It's gonna be good. We got 3 other bucks. Chris might have just shot, so maybe 4 other bucks back at camp. But now the real work begins. We got to get them way down this mountain and partial way up another one, so it's going to be a hot one.
Okay. We'll meet you up that way.
All right, boys.
Got 2 bucks, 1 buck down.
Yeah, second morning. Isaac killed a spike. Hopefully he's got video. I haven't conferred with him yet, so you guys might have already even seen the video.
Yeah, that one's gonna die.
And then
That was mine.
Big Chris also shot a buck. Didn't say how big it was.
10 minutes, not even 10 minutes
Yeah,
later.
10 minutes later. Same area roughly. And he's got a blood trail, so we're gonna be going, helping, doing all kinds of stuff. Good thing we got ourselves a book bag full of beers and a coyote gun, because we're not deer hunting with that gun and drinking.
Not a bad spike. That's a good spike. Fuck it. 5 does and him.
Oh yeah, he's dogging him.
He was chasing 2 does.
His tarsals look a little darker than.
He's definitely old. It's good size.
He's 2.5-year-old spike.
No genetics on this one, huh? Nope. Oh yeah, he's got a body on him for sure.
It's a good size doe.
There was a doe that was big.
That was a good size spike.
It's all about the memories. That's what we were saying on the way down here. Like, it's gonna be hard to beat this year, man.
Nice job.
It was fun.
We're down at the bottom getting ready to come up
I
here.
don't care how big they are.
We need to bring my camera. Or are you good with that? This will be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll be able to see us.
Lift that head up.
That flat.
Look at that beast. You got 4 or 5 incher. You're used to that.
That's legal.
I'm happy with it.
About 10.
That's legal.
4 bucks. Hopefully a 5th here in a minute.
I hate this spot.
Oh, straight back. Yeah. Definitely some guts. But that's Chris said he shot a big one. Tracking one. This is the last one to tag out. Isaac's just walking up there, not even looking down. A little update. The great deer chase didn't work out so well. A couple hours later, and I don't know how many miles, we're walking out on some other road. We had a guy help us out. Yeah. the sun through a little bit. What do you think you want me to? What do you want me to do here?
Just everybody out of the shadows.
There's one guy out.